Hello everyone, welcome to AI Anytime channel. In this video, I'm going to introduce you a new tool called Ollama Deep Researcher. OpenAI had came up with its own research assistant tool that was gone viral, and earlier we had notebook LM that also used to help you to do your research work. Now, how can we use that through an open source stack, right? And that's how LangChain team created a tool called Ollama Deep Researcher. That's basically an open source reproduction of all of those previous tools that we can talk about, right? Notebook LM and OpenAI had Deep Research, and now Ollama Deep Researcher, which is created by LangChain team. So we're gonna basically see how we can set that up and how we can use that to do our research work. So if you look at here on my screen, already running that tool through LangGraph Studio. If you look at here, it's called Studio. It's running on some port. We're going to talk about it. But this is the repository that you see here on the screen. It's called Ollama Deep Researcher. Pretty new, only a couple of weeks old. Fully local web research and report writing assistant. That's a good project for you to kind of, get a hold on and you can start working with it. It says Ollama Deep Researcher is a fully local web research assistant that uses any LLM hosted by Ollama. Of course, we have a lot of videos on Ollama already. You can see I'm already running Ollama here. So I'm running Ollama run DeepSeek model. I'm going to use that particular model just to show you the demo. Now, if you're working in the research domain, you have to do a lot of research. So go on the open internet or different types of data sources or repositories, and based on your query or based on your research area, you try to create a report or you want to summarize something or whatever, right? Can be different use cases. Now, if you look at here, it says give it a topic. It will generate a wave search query, gather wave search results using Tavelai. So it uses either Tavilai or Perplexity, to gather all the wave search result and then give it to LLM to synthesize or augment the responses, summarize the result and whatever. You can see pretty simple architecture. You have a topic, it creates the search query, and once it has the search query, it goes on the open internet, gather all the information from different sources using Tavilai or Perplexity, and then give those information as a contextual information to a large language model, and then that basically summarizes or augmented the response for you. So this is how it works. This is how you can set it up. So the first thing that you have to do, you need two things. You need Ollama and you need an API key from Tavilai or Perplexity, to do that. The only thing you need here an API key because you are going to connect with internet. Otherwise, it can run completely locally. Now, this is how you run it. Pretty simple to use it over here. If you just set it up, you can see you can clone this repository. Once you clone the repository, you have to do cd Ollama Deep Researcher. Once you just do cd, just have a .env file and just put the key and then just run the code after installing it. So just have to install. You should install, probably don't do this. Probably this will throw you an error. You should not do that. You should do this if you are on Windows. Okay, do this and just do LangGraph dev to run it. Very simple. Just install this and run it LangGraph dev. This is how it opens this. Now you can give probably anything, but I want to show you first few things here. This gives you all the states, like it gives you the graph here. You see it because it's based on LangGraph that we are using right now. It's called Ollama Deep Researcher. This is the LangGraph Studio. Now here it has start, generate query, and in the generate query we have a source, and target is web research, which is in the next node. And you can see in the web research we have summarize sources, reflect, finalize, and end. Pretty simple graph workflow over here. Now in the input you have to give a research topic. I will do that, and then it will probably do some magic to generate it, right? No magic, but completely workflow driven. Now here, if you look at, we have different themes as well, that we can go to dark, we can go to light. So if you go to light, and it has bunch of other things. Now here, let's say uh, artificial general intelligence. Now if you click on default video, you have to change a few things. By default it will have Llama model, Llama 3.1, Llama 3.1, Llama 3.2. You probably have to check it. So make sure that the model is there. I'm going to use DeepSeek R1 1.5b here, and my search is Tabelai. If you want to use Perplexity, you have to change this in this configuration and make sure it is active. So for me, it's already active. So I'm just going to keep that as it is. You can see default video and V1 over here, which is active right now. I only have one configuration by default. You can also have multiple configurations by adding it over here. If you want to use different large language models and different search APIs like Perplexity, for example, you can also do that. Now, here let's have this artificial general intelligence. And when you click on submit, you can see it says enable messages stream modes. When you click on submit, on the right hand side, you will see this new thread, which is and basically run the assistant and shows your output over here. And by the way, when you run LangGraph, it also runs on, like, it also gives you an API endpoint. So you can host LangGraph server and you can start using it through a code as well, if you don't want to use Studio. Now here, once you click on artificial general intelligence, let's just submit. Now, once you submit it, okay, if you're running it for the first time, guys, it will take a bit of time to set it up. And you can see it over here. It says 10 seconds ago. It's generating the query right now. It says generate query. You can see it's generating some query here. How does artificial general intelligence work? Blah, blah, blah. Goes on web research. Sometimes web research falls back, by the way, due to some errors and whatnot. So you should run it again. But in this case, it ran it successfully. You can see. And now here, the DeepSeek model that basically looks at it. I'm using the 1.5V model, which is not a good model for these kind of research work. We need a bigger model to do it. But yeah, if you look at here, it says it's doing the thinking, reasoning behind it. If you scroll down, it's now reflecting on the summary, blah blah blah, summarize the sources. It reflect on summary. Uh, and it has maximum 3 times it goes on the internet and do it, because that's what we had in the configuration. So you have to probably wait for it a little bit. But yeah, you can look at all the states. You can find out the summary, artificial general intelligence theoretical goal, blah blah blah, search query, how does AGI works, and it gives you all. You can look at all these summarized sources here, and it is basically your summarized sources. You see, fantastic. This has a pretty mode. It also has a JSON mode if you want everything in JSON. If you are more programmatical person, like if you like more programming kind of stuff, you can also do that. And you can also add to data set here if you want. You can add to data set as well. It started probably adding data set, but this is fine. I'll just go to reflect on summary. So it's going to take a bit of time, guys, because yes, 3 times, as we said, you can see different sources. It has the first source. If you click on here, it goes on this website called Investopedia, Artificial General Intelligence Definition, how it works, and examples. And if you look at the other sources here, let's go to other sources. It has Wikipedia as well. So two most, famous one. Like Wikipedia becomes a common tool for the agents to go and find information because it's readily available. And then we have Investopedia as well, one of the most famous data repository. So it has different sources, and you can completely go through it and find out a bunch of information, guys. Here, this is fantastic. You can see what kind of information it has pulled from that information. And it says, you can look at the thinking part behind it. This is the thinking part, and after that, it basically gives you the output, like artificial general intelligence, a comprehensive overview, blah blah blah. And this is this looks good though, right? Now, and you can anytime you can cancel it as well. If you want to cancel it, if you think I am satisfied with the output, I can just cancel it. You can also do that, right? Now, you could look at the running summary over here. It gives you, skip the good output, definition and types of AGI, narrow AI, achieving AGI, ethical considerations. And these were the sources that you see, summarized sources, blah, blah, blah. Significant goal, the discussion experts beyond AGI to broader research. It's a very debatable topic, AGI. And I will just stop after this. This is the last uh, loop, that we can see. You can see the running summary over here. So it gives you this summary. Let me just copy it. It gives you the sources. And let me just go to Dillinger markdown or something. I'll come here and if you look at it, this is the summary that we have got. In this summary, we have artificial general intelligence represent a significant goal, blah blah. It particularly gave you 3 paragraphs, and it also gives you sources from which sources it has generated the output. If you go back, you can see everything. This is a finalized summary, that you see it over. You can also rerun from here if you want to rerun further, and this is where you can also interrupt if you want. Like I always said, you can always stop it, but to just get this output, you could see how much loop that it has gone through, right? You can also set that up in the configuration if you are satisfied with the output. Otherwise, you can also rerun. This will also help you write blog posts and whatnot, right? So you do not have to go on internet and spend time to write things. You can use this Ollama Deep Researcher tool to basically that will help you become more productive at your research work. If you want to do, if you are working as a research assistant or a research like in the research domain, you can use this tool. You can do it locally. You can see we have hosted in it's running locally. You can see it over here. All the logs, verbose here in the terminal. You can see worker stats, queue stats, blah blah blah, and everything over here. Very simple, guys, right? This is the API. If you want to use the API, you can also do that. This is what we are using it, Studio UI. And if you want to go to the docs, you can do it as well. Fantastic, right? So you can self-host it and use it. You probably don't need even Tavilai and Perplexity. You can also do that with DuckDuckGo, Bing search. If like DuckDuckGo, you can do it with but it doesn't work that good. But DuckDuckGo can also help you get a little bit without using any like paid APIs or something. If you want to use Tavilai, will gives you 1,000 credits. You can see it over here, and Perplexity charges you like money. I think it gives you $3 or something, but if I'm not wrong. But yeah, this is what it is, guys. If you click here, you can add new memory keys. You can interrupt. You can add to data sets. You can see it over here, blah blah blah, and that's what it is, right? So really good. Okay, please check the error message from module. I'll check it. Probably I need a token to add the data set. That is fine. It'll go to pretty. That's what it is, guys. I hope you got a bit of idea about Ollama Deep Researcher and how this tool can help you to do your research work locally using models hosted via Ollama. The only thing you need is the Tavilai or Perplexity API key, or you can also go ahead and start doing with DuckDuckGo if you want to take this project further. Let me know if you have any question, thoughts, or feedback in the comment box. You can also reach out to me through my social media channels. Find those information on channel banner and channel about us. If you like the content, please hit the like icon. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe the channel, guys. That motivates me to create more such videos in near future. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.